Good evening, viewers. We have a very special guest tonight, Dr. Prahlada Ramarao. I don't even need to introduce him. He is well known in the country as well as abroad. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, Meenaji. Good afternoon. Nice to
Yeah,
have you on the screen so that we can have some interesting discussions.
yeah. So let me give a small, brief introduction, sir, about you to the audience. They say that a nation's strength isn't just found in its borders, but in the minds of those who protect them. Today, we are diving into the life of a man whose calculations became India's shield, Dr. Prahlada Ramarao. From leading the largest laboratory in the DRDO to serving as a visionary mind behind Akash, Agni, and Prithvi missile systems, Dr. Rao's legacy is etched in the very sky above us. Join me as we explore a journey of Padma Shri awardee who didn't just study aerospace engineering, he redefined it. So it's, and getting everything into a nutshell is very difficult because there's much more we can talk about Dr. Rao. So welcome, sir, again.
Thank you, Meenaji.
Yeah. So let's start with the first question, sir. What inspired you to pursue a career in defense research and missile technology?
Yeah, this is interesting question, of course. Very interesting because my mother played a role for this to happen. I still remember I had finished my engineering degree in Bangalore and I had applied for two places. I had applied for BEL Bangalore, Bharat Electronics, and I was looking for a job to join Bell because, as you know, I am from a very not even you can say I belong to a BPL family, and naturally I wanted to get into job as early as possible and support my father because I had two sisters and two brothers. So I thought I should take some responsibility. I was very keen in getting into a job. And I'm waiting for either the appointment letter or interview letter. I was waiting. Then I had also applied for IAC Bangalore for my master's degree in aerospace because I was interested in aerospace. Because as a young boy, I always used to wonder how come that whole aircraft with so many people inside can keep flying. I mean, it's for a young boy. How can with such a heavy weight it can go flying? What supports it to fly? How does it fly? I used to wonder what all science. Now I knew physics, mathematics, chemistry. I was trying to understand. So these are the two interesting things. One is aerospace because of my curiosity, and getting into a job to support my father. These are the two objectives I had. Then what happened on a Friday? I got a letter from Bharat Electronics confirming that you have been appointed as a graduate engineer trainee. Please come and join on Monday. So I was very happy because the salary was good at that time. That was in 1969. So it was a big salary at that time, and I was very happy. I told my mother, "No, I'm going to join a job on Monday. I can help the entire family." Then my mother said, "Ah, yes, good news you are told." Then my father suddenly asked, "You wanted to do something aeronautics? What happened? Bharat Electronics." Because my cousins and all had told my father, let him apply for aeronautics. So I told, no interview has not come, no appointment. Therefore, this bird in hand. Let me join. Then what happened? But that was that discussion took place. On a next day, Saturday morning, I got the letter from IAC Bangalore asking me come for interview on Monday morning. So it so happened the same day I had to join Bharat Electronics as a graduate trainee or go to IAC for interview. See, there was an interview required to do masters in aerospace, and I have to pass the interview, and it will be sort of a national level interview. Students and young people coming from all over the country. So I was little nervous, of course. So I told my mother, this is what's happening. Either I have to join Bell or I have to go to IAC and hope I will pass the exam. Then my mother was in a dilemma what to advise because both are very attractive for her. One is getting a job is support the family, Another one is my son wants to do aeronautics. So in a very at those days it was called Tata Institute. Nobody knows as ISC. Tata Institute is going. Then my mother took a decision because I have to take a decision. Monday morning I have to go. It's already already. My mother said, "You go to Tata Institute because we want you like aeronautics. You go." And then I said, job we'll see. If they are so keen, they will give you second chance to appear. So you go. So my mother told me. So Monday morning I went at IAC Bangalore for the interview, and there were two committees. One in science based, another one is mathematics based. So I was interviewed by both the committees, and good, I got selected by from both the committees, and I was told you can come and join for my masters in aerospace. This is good news.
Oh, very.
Then I went back to my mother Monday evening. I said, no, I got appointment and I can join. Then my father also very happy because he got what he wanted. Then I told my father, see, if I join Bharat Electronics, at least I will get something like 400, 500 rupees per month as a salary. If I go to ISC, there is no salary. I am a student. So another 2 years, I have to depend as a student. And I depend on you. Then there's a decision to be taken by both my father and my mother. They somehow they had a chat, and finally they said, "See, we have survived all these years without your salary. 2 more years, no problem. We will somehow manage. You go to Tata
Yeah.
Institute." So they gave a decision. That's how I became an aerospace scientist. If my parents had told go for a job, I finished. I would have become an engineer in Bharat Electronics. But it was good thing because though I was getting 200 rupees per month is my scholarship at ISC. My scholarship at ISC only 200 rupees every month. For every postgraduate student they give scholarship. And my mess bill, which includes accommodation and food, was 100 rupees.
Yeah.
So I was 100 rupees free cash. In 1969, that's a big money, and after 100, I was ready to give 50 rupees per mother. You do whatever you want. 50 rupees for my all miscellaneous expenditure coming by traveling, a bus, this thing, that thing, no
How
problem.
much would how much would that 100 rupees be now?
That 100 rupees, I was told it is now more than 2000 rupees or something, 3000
Okay.
rupees, something like that. 100 rupees equivalent to 3000, something like that, very high. So I was very happy. Then I went and joined, and I lived in the
Yeah.
campus.
So, who were your biggest mentors during your early years at the DRDO?
See, uh, the one mentor was Professor Dhawan, who was director of ISC, who interviewed me to select me for your rockets and missiles. It was Dhawan. When I met him, he was a very renowned man, very highly polished, highly educated, qualified. But the way he interacted with me to interview me, I was impressed. This is a man with substance. How he can talk to young boy and then see that I give the correct clarifications and answers. So Professor Dhawan is a great scientist. Then next time, the most important man I met in my life is Dr. Abdul Kalam, whom I had only known because I was when I was working in Bengaluru at a laboratory called ADE, Aeronautical Development Establishment. Dr. Kalam was also there as a senior scientific assistant in ADE. He was working on hovercraft. Then by the time I came to Bangalore, he had left ADE Bengaluru and went to Thiruvananthapuram for doing his space related activities. So I had not seen him, but I only heard. But later, when I met him, he was very pleasant, nice gentleman, and simple. And the first time I met him, I thought nothing, he was looking like a simple man. I thought I heard so much about him, but he looks quite simple. But then the enormity of his mentoring, his leadership, his way of handling problems, handling people, understanding the problem, finding solution, went a very long way. 30 years I was with Dr. Kalam till he passed away. And probably I have learnt maximum in my life, technically, managerially, leadership qualities, human relationships, values in life, value in life, integrity, all that is super. And I think all of my, I owe him a lot to be here and then to have lived with him for 30 years.
Could you tell us some incidents, sir, which describe him as a a good human being, a strategist, and also as a scientist?
God, there are many, many stories to talk about Dr. Kalam. And one thing I know the story, plus I have also seen him, is see, when there is a, probably some people would have heard a story himself has told when he was launching the satellite first time in the country using a launcher called SLV, Satellite Launch Vehicle. It was the first time he was launching. When I was launching my Akash missile, I used to remember Kalam's how his feeling in the mind when the missile is ready or the SLV is ready. And last we have a countdown from 10, 9, 8 to 0. And those 10 seconds, if you can survive, it is almost you think you went through a heart attack. So tense moments, the last 10 seconds, tense moments. So I believe his first flight was a failure. When Dr. Kalam was there and the entire ISRO was waiting at the Sriharikota range, and Dr. Kalam was the project director, and Professor Dhawan was the chairman of ISRO. He was there to see the first satellite launch being done in the country, and it failed. And the launcher took off, but within few seconds it tumbled. It tumbled, fell into the Bay of Bengal, and everybody was shocked. Dr. Abdul Kalam did not know what to do. He has put so much effort as a project leader, project director. And all the team, more than 100 people are there, and thousands of people are watching on the TV. So he was completely stuck. He doesn't know what to do. But then the mission over. Media was present. Media was telling Dr. Kalam, can you address the press and the media and the people? So Dr. Kalam stood up, walking to the stage to talk about why it has failed, what is his feeling. He was about to climb the steps. Dr. Professor Dhawan was there, yes, behind him. He told Kalam, you be here, I will talk. So he told him, don't go to talk, I will talk. See, that is the leader. He knows that Dr. Kalam is shattered. He cannot even open his mouth because he does not know what has shut him. But the people want to know what happened. So, but he is a more balanced person, mature person, expert. He knows how to handle situation. So he went to the stage and told media people, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Abdul Kalam, who is the project director, he is seeing, analyzing what all happened, what has happened. So I want to tell you, there is some technical glitch at so many seconds. We saw misbehaving of the propellant side, so it is some failure. I am sure the team is so much strong and convinced they will find out what went wrong, and we will come back and launch. So then, thank you very much. He thanked all of them. So all went. Dr. Kalam was relieved because he was not knowing how to face the people and public. But Professor Dhawan being Dhawan, nobody can ask him any question. They all said, thank you, sir, and went back. Then Kalam went back, worked, reviewed, called the people, called others people who can contribute. Then after 3 months, they went for a launch again, and the launch was successful. So this story it shows the qualities of a leader. A good leader is there who will stand by you when you have a problem. At when the second time success came, everybody, that's another part of the story. Media people told, Sir, Sardar, you can tell about the success, the story. Dhawan did not go to the stage. Dhawan told Kalam, you go and tell. So when there is success, he wanted Kalam to talk. When there is a failure, he said, I will talk. Don't worry. I am there behind you. So this is the leadership which we saw, and I am sure Kalam follow the same leadership. Where there is a problem, he will go and handle the problem, handle the people, handle the media, handle the public, handle government, he will handle. When there is good news, I have seen Dr. Kalam taking with him young scientists to Raksha Mantri, to President when there is a big event and tell, hey, I want to introduce you to this young guy who has done this good job. See, he will tell him, I have come here with a young man or a woman who has solved the problem. He will never say, I have done it. But there's a problem, you say, somewhere we have missed, we will find out the problem and find a solution. This is what is stand. So it's a big characteristic of a leader. You take own the problems and encourage the team to solve. And if the problem is solved, you completely give full shabash to the team and encourage them to do better.
So he
This
has, yeah.
nature, yeah.
So he has also shown that, see, he is what you would describe as a perfect Indian. Because, in a world today where people are talking about religions, fighting about caste and different forms of, segregation, he was a man who never put religion in front of him. He just was an Indian, a patriot who loved his country. So could you speak on this aspect, Doctor?
Yeah, yeah.
Any
See,
any
I
incident?
was, I was also not knowing him much, but when I got to know him, I came to know he is a vegetarian. He doesn't eat even a egg, and he knows he has read Mahabharata. He has read Bhagavad Gita. Probably I would not have read Bhagavad Gita. I only know heard, but he has read Bhagavad Gita, imbibed, and his favorite is Tirukkural. You know, he used to quote left and right Tirukkural. So he has read Tirukkural and he knows which stanza is relevant to which problem. So he will quote, Tirukkural, this stanza that I remember that can find a solution. So he was a real Indian, and the way he used to show his concern for the nation is amazing. He used
Mm.
to tell all of us that, strength respects strength. If you want to be respected, show your strength. Don't show your weakness. Nobody will bother about a weak person. So India should be strong, then the strong people will come and respect you. So this is what he told, and I'm sure now we are much stronger in economically, much stronger militarily, strength technology-wise. You have seen yesterday, but today what is happening in AI, how people, whole world is supporting India as a country. I think this is what we all picked up from Dr. Abdul Kalam, his leadership qualities. And there is nothing, I don't think he even knew who belonged to what religion or what caste. He only knows this guy knows mathematics, this guy knows chemistry, this guy knows assembly, this guy knows how to make good slides. That's all. That is his language. He never knew any which religion he belongs to, which caste. He never knew. I think probably that's what is required, and that is what everybody has to do. See the capability of an individual to contribute to the country. That's it. Once that is done, rest everything becomes they just fade away. They just fade away.
So, what was the most difficult technical hurdle during the development of the Akash missile system?
No, there are so many others. In fact, many my elders, people who are much senior to me in different DRDO laboratories, all were showing a lot of pity for me because they say, Prahlad, you have got a most complex missile, and you are the youngest guy. I don't know how you will be able to withstand the challenges of making the missile work. This we don't know. He has given you because you are the youngest, so you got a lot of time to solve. But it is a big challenge because in that making a missile, there was a propulsion which is being done first time in the country. How to propel the missile continuously all the way till the target gets destroyed. There is a new propulsion we have to make. India, nobody knows how to handle that. Then there is a radar required, which requires according to the requirements of the Indian Army, Indian Air Force. You are telling, see, please don't expect only one aircraft to come and attack India. There will be two, three, four, 10 aircraft. So how do you handle all 10 by your missile? You should find a solution. You can't say you come one by one. All will come simultaneously. It's not like a film where no the villain gets only one by one. They all want to come simultaneously. So yes, all aircraft will come simultaneously within seconds. So you have to still solve. That is a big
Okay.
challenge. So we did, and then of course the work was being done by about 1,000 scientists all over the country, from Bengal to Thiruvananthapuram. Everybody is working. How do I handle such complex team members? Most of them are older to me, senior to me. Some of them are more competent also. How do you solve? How do you handle the human problem? Technical problems, propulsion problem, and radar problem, and human problem. These are the three challenges. I really was not sure I can handle. Uh, of course, whenever I used to, when he sees my face a little concerned, he said, he will tell me, indicate, don't worry, I am behind you. So where there is a problem, he will show his face, and once he shows his face, all others will fall in line. Nobody will try to
Yeah.
create a
Upmanship.
issue
Yeah.
in a issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, automatically people respect him, his presence. When I am sitting there as a project director, chairing a meeting, suddenly Kalam comes inside and say, can I sit here for some time? He will sit like a listener, but he knows that if he sits, people behave differently.
Yeah.
People behave differently because he's sitting there, and they will all support the project director. That he used to come many times. I have seen him coming crucial time, just sitting like a onlooker, have a cup of tea, but then he'll go back without asking anything or suggesting anything. And his presence itself, it tones the whole meeting into a very systematic interaction.
So, with regards to Operation Sindoor, Operation Sindoor, it reportedly demonstrated India's ability to neutralize enemy strike capability without crossing the border. So this is something. I mean, it's a real achievement, isn't it? So could you speak a little bit about that, sir?
See, again, this is a very interesting story. The whole thing became uh, successful uh, thanks to BrahMos missile. And the origin of BrahMos is Dr. Kalam. See, what happened one day, we were in Russia for some technical discussion, myself, Dr. Kalam, and then one more person called Dr. Sivutan Pillai. Three of us were there. Then we were discussing something with Russian experts. Then the Russian engineer told, he is the director general, told that Kalam, you please come, I want to show something interesting. So he took all of us to a big hall and showed something covered with cloths and things. It was looking like some structural parts. So we were not knowing why the hell he's taking us inside to show some half pieces on a stand. Nothing which looks like a missile or a rocket. So we were not knowing. So then he said, we asked Kalam sir, what is it you're showing? What is it you want to tell us? He said, please come, I will give a presentation. So then we went. Then he gave a presentation. The summary is that they are trying to make a missile, a new missile called cruise missile, and they are stuck because their project has come to standstill because there is no funding. They were doing, it's a big program, probably going through hundreds of millions of dollars. And those days, it is in 1990, Russia had gone through perestroika, and there were no dollars available in Russia. They were all trying to live with rubles. Rubles had no value in the world market, and they were hungry for dollars. And they said, "We are work is stopped. Professors are not coming. The scientists, I'm not able to pay salary. If India can support with the dollars, we will continue this project. Otherwise, the project has come to halt. Then they told, if we help you to continue, what benefit we will get as a country? He said, you will be our partner. Whatever we do, you will do with us. And you will own the know-how, IP, technology yourself, and both of us will get the benefits of this new missile. Both of us will get common benefits with common market. That interested because that was called a supersonic cruise missile. That is a missile which will be flying at Mach 3, that is three times the speed of sound. And when the aircraft speed is only about 1.2, 1.5 is the speed of aircraft, the speed of missiles is Mach 3. It was all in approximately 1990, 2000 era. And Kalam said, supersonic cruise, wow, I think we should capture this. So he was got convinced it's a good project. So he went to Government of India with Ministry of Defence and requested him that I want to support from government. So government told you put up a proposal. He put up a proposal. You would ask some 300, 400 crores rupees, but it to be given in dollars to Russia. And they say it will be a joint program, collaborative development come production program between India and Russia. Russian side, the company is a private company, not a government company. Indian side, of course, DRDO is a government department. So then all experts in Ministry of Defense were saying, how the hell we can fund a private industry in Russia by government of India, and who will give guarantee? Who will give guarantee? There are lots of questions. What do you mean by joint collaboration? What does it mean by collaboration? How you convert it into some technical? It's a big issue. Then, of course, there was a financial advisor called Ramanathan who who believed that Dr. Kalam will not say anything unless there is substance.
Yes.
He has a trust. Even the Raksha Mantri said, in case Kalam wants it, you please find out how to meet the requirement. Don't say I cannot. Say how to meet. Don't say I cannot meet. So everyone is breaking their. Finally, they came with a solution. That is, it will be called joint venture. That means the company will be owned both by India and Russia. Only government will own, and the government will give stand guarantee for a private company as a government sovereignty, and India will have 50.5% equity. They will have 49.5%. So India will hold the majority, and Indian will be the managing director. Russian will be the chairman, and then the two boards will be formed, and they will continue. This was the, and then this started. The supersonic cruise missile came. It, 7 years we took and make it. It was the world's first supersonic cruise missile with 300 and odd kilometers of range. Now, that was available for Sindoor. So there, we are concern is if you want to go and attack say an air base in Pakistan, we have to travel 300, 400 kilometers. That means our aircraft will be subject to some concern. Suppose somebody will launch a missile or a grenade or what happens? So we don't want our missile to enter their territory.
Yeah.
That's number one. But I want to go 700, 800 kilometers. How do you do that? Fortunately, the perfect answer was BrahMos. And we have made the BrahMos fitted onto a Sukhoi. So it's integrated. So your Sukhoi will go near the border, and then it will go crossing the border and let the missile go deeper. So missile will travel another 300, 400 kilometers. The aircraft will come back. Once they launch, the aircraft is back to base, and missile will go autonomously. You have to only give the data of the target. The target, what is its geographic location? You have to convey to that. Then missile is capable enough to travel all the way at high speed, Mach 3, and at that speed, no aircraft will attack, no missile can stop, no rocket can stop. Only they have to watch. They have to watch. And the missile will go and do the damage. So, we Operation Sindoor, the deep penetration was successful thanks to BrahMos, which had the capability, thanks to Kalam, who had the vision to see that BrahMos is a joint venture made by India along with Russian for both countries to get the benefits. Now both countries are owning it, and we also have some friendly countries for whom we are ready to export.
Yeah,
Russians also are exporting to their friendly countries. This is a
yeah,
good understanding. So this story, thanks to Kalam, we were able to very safely destroy the air bases without crossing the border.
yeah. So, sir, with globally respected systems like BrahMos, can we now say India is fully self-reliant in missile technology? And the following question is, then why are we still buying systems like the French Scalp or specialized bunker buster munitions? Is it strategic diversification or are they still critical gaps?
No, there is no critical gap. Only availability in time. That is the only issue. But Akash was ready for air defense in time. BrahMos was ready for air attack in time. But some other cruise missile we are making, subsonic cruise missile longer range, it's still not ready. So we have to have a temporary time where we can fill up the gap filler. But science wise, technology wise, India can make any missile. Let it be intercontinental ballistic missile of 10,000 kilometers or a small anti-tank missile of 3 kilometers. We have the full capability, required science, required technical capability, and the industry support. See, the biggest thing over the last 30 years is our industries have matured to such an extent that we can design, develop, prototype, fabricate, produce within the country. In fact, we are attracting so many foreign countries to come to India to realize their products because now we have shown our capability. They are coming because we can produce at a much faster pace at lower cost. This is the strength we have. Our industry has gained. R&D capability we have. Industry capability we have given them with the last 15, 20 years. So this is a golden period for the country. Like what I say, in everybody says China is workshop of the world. Whatever you want to produce, China can produce better, cheaper, faster. Same thing which applies to India. India can do better, cheaper, faster in defense. In commercial and applications, China is over superior and in all, and they get the lion's share. In defense, I think India is geared up for similar role for defense products. India can be number one considering cost, schedule, and time. Technology wise,
Brilliant.
we are equally good. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, India is increasingly involving private players in defense manufacturing. Is this a game changer? Can private industry match DRDO's strategic discipline and secrecy requirements?
See, the secrecy actually is a little bit not fully understood. For example, Akash missile is being produced by two public sector undertakings and 200 industries. No, it doesn't mean it does not mean that 200 industries have understood how the missile works and sell the IP or sell the rights. They cannot do. Each is having their area where they understand what they have to know, what they have to fabricate, how they have to assemble, how they have to test it. Entire missile, how it works, only a handful of people know it. So the secret is if you make a sort of a computer, you know the computer specification. You don't know what computer does, how does it think, you can't make out. But computer you can fabricate. Anybody can fabricate. Like that, we have made it such a way that secret is not really the real secret is known only to the user and to the R&D. Real secret, the algorithm, the capabilities, then the strength, the limitations, if any, is there. Then how to overcome? All that is known to only two people: the user and the researcher. Rest know only fabrication, assembly, testing. That's all. So India is now fully geared up for these things, and even if they suppose a country from Europe, with now we are very closely working with European countries. So if Europe wants some new type of a rocket, uh, they want India to produce. For example, you might have heard they want Pinaka extended range rocket to be purchased by somebody in France, and some countries are buying. They want to buy the BrahMos missile also. No secret will be out. It is only commercial interest, commercial
Yeah,
product, and
absolutely.
they can come here for any product improvement. They have to come to us. Any
Yeah,
product change, they have to come to us. But they can use it with whatever training we have provided. They can use it. There is no issue there.
absolutely. Yeah. So India was once one of the largest arms importers. Today we are exporting advanced systems. How strategically significant is this shift? Does exporting missiles enhance deterrence or complicate geopolitics?
Geopolitics. See, in the world table, high table, India is now not there only one in the top four. That's all. We know no other country is near the top. Other than Russia, China, and USA, we are the only fourth country. We may become third country in no time. So we are there, and there is no question of India will being either used or wrong, or used or inadequately used, something like that. So we are the high table. Okay, we can do now. Considering our technological capability, both the R&D and the science, technology capability, and the capability of Indian industry to manufacture, give it in. See, I have gone to maybe 100 industries in medium, small scale in Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, and also in Chandigarh. I've been there. All these small scale industries are producing items for the whole world. They're getting orders directly from Israel, from Italy, from Germany. They're getting orders, they get the drawing and say, can you make it, make it, can you realize it? When they say this fellow can realize at a lower cost and the same time, they will come to you. So they are able to capture the world defense market in India because of this capability of Indian industries who have graduated from a fabricator to an industry partner. We don't call these companies 200, 300 companies are a partner. They are industry partner. They are not fabricators. They are not all, only realizing the hardware. They are our partner. They understand how to. For example, you know, I mean, there are many challenging subsystems made by industry. And when they want to understand, they come and work with us, understanding how to make realize a radar. It may be radar, it may be a combat control system, it may be a radio proximity fuse. They will ask us how they can understand and realize. And once they work with us, then we both will be partners, industry partners. Once it become industry partner, they are ready to take up production for not only for India but for others also. There is a new terminology by Ministry of Defence where they are defining that is development come production partner. That is now they are ready to declare development come production. You want to make a launcher, they will decide. Okay, you Tatas, you come. Can you develop a launcher? You are my development come production partner. And if you make one, show me working, then the entire order of production comes to you. So that is assured. So this happened in a number of cases, and is now officially recognized by Ministry of Defence to identify development come production partner. Same thing the Ministry of Defence will do when Europe or any Asian country wants to use Indian company as a development come production partner. I'm sure Ministry of Defence will agree. Please go and become a the development cum production partner for maybe Italy, it may be Germany, it may be Romania. You work for them and make business out of it. So Indian industries are now in the world global scenario to capture the defense market. Thanks to Ministry of Defense, its fourth article, their futuristic thinking is becoming a big thing. And the and our Raksha Mantri, he handles Society for Indian Defense Manufacturers. He is the chairman, and he encourages the Indian defense manufacturers tremendously. He says he is ready to help them in various methods so that you become a strong partner for anybody in the world to become a definite defense partner. So this ministry is very strong in supporting, and I am sure this goes a big way. Now you have seen Tatas are making helicopters, military helicopters in Bengaluru assembly. Then in Hyderabad, aircraft are being assembled, transport aircraft being assembled in Hyderabad, and I'm sure many missiles will be similarly uh, co-partnered with private industry. It will happen, and already the fifth generation aircraft, people are discussing who will be the industry partner. It may be a private partner also. We don't know. This is what's happening. So the our country is gearing up to be a global military sort of a uh, military,
Leader.
say you can say ecosystem where you are at par with the rest of the world, or
Yeah.
better than the rest of the world, because we are only one in top three, top four.
Yeah. So, with the Prime Minister calling for this AI convention, when around the world people have been putting fear into the others' minds by saying that artificial intelligence is very destructive, Prime Minister Modi has taken the step to, as a leader, to call people from all over the world to share, knowledge. So, how do you see this for India, Dr. Rao?
See, today I happened to hear. I heard what Vinod Khosla has told, who has made a statement that we may lose lots of IT people, they may become jobless. He has told. Then at the same time, there is a Vembu Sridhar. He has told, no, it will not happen, nothing to worry, because the intelligence is required. Whether you use a computer to enhance your capability or use it fully, left to you. So there is no fear of the job market losing its luster. This is one thing Vembu Srinivas, I heard both of them. I think he has made it very clear. And the government of India, especially our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he knows that this can be done. And all the people who are there, they're all young people in their 20s and 30s who have to lead the world to Vikasit Bharat. They are not, they are young people. They would like to know how to use AI for contributing to Vikasit Bharat. They are not looking for a job. You see, our days are gone when I was looking for a job after BE. Today, they are not looking for a job. They want to know where I can be a different person, where I
Yeah.
can join, start a company, a startup company, or like that. So it is a big thing, and I am sure AI will enhance our. See, first is it will reduce the speed of realizing the prototypes. Is number one. For defense, I'm talking. The commercial world is different. You can have many more, but for defense, it will reduce the speed with which. Suppose you took 7 years to make a cruise missile. With AI, you may do in 3 years. So that will be the result of AI. It will be making things happen much faster because the whole world knowledge is at your command. This is the basic thing. Once you do it, automatically the structure will come down, and the and the P and you get better results, more efficient results at lower cost. This is going to happen. And India being the factory for the entire world, I think India will reap the benefits of this AI revolution in a big way because we have the highest percentage of young people in the country.
So, with brilliant minds like Dr. Kalam and yourself, showing the way as trailblazers, do you believe that many more younger scientists are following on your footsteps and India is safe?
one thing is I have full confidence in our youth. Though they appear to be very dynamic, rash, think like that. But given the responsibility, I am convinced that these younger people will take the country to greater heights. I believe, I am convinced, I trust my youth overall there who will see the Viksit Bharat in another 20 years, they will be there. I am 100% convinced they will do it. There is no doubt at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Then,
sir, for this wonderful, yes, wonderful conversation. You were saying something? Can you add?
yeah, sorry.
Please continue.
Can you hear me? Some call came in
Yes,
between.
I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you. Please continue.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So I have been talking to young people. At least I would have gone to 30 or 40 institutions in the last 3 4 months. I talked to a lot of young people. I talked to them, and all are. I see that their extreme capability. They are impatient to do things. They are impatient to do things. So what they require is a mentoring and a leadership. See, they require mentoring and leadership, and that is where our responsibility comes, being elderly people, how to provide them mentoring leadership. Government is ready to support, but government itself cannot do. So we have to find people who will be mentors and leaders. After Kalam has gone, who is next Kalam? We have to find people of that capability there, which that is the requirement, that is the mandate given to government. Yeah, you have got young people full of energy, full of ideas, dynamism, strength, and integrity. They are there. Please give leaders. They have to provide leaders. Maybe they have to provide 100 leaders all over the country for handling various domains. If they do it, government does it, probably there is no doubt we are going to change the history. We'll go back to the days of where India was prime center of education, center of knowledge, center of ethics for the whole world. It'll happen, and we have to provide the leaders now for guiding the younger generation.
thank you, sir, for this wonderful session, and thank you for coming in, on our channel. Uh, and I'm sure your words are going to inspire a lot of people who are listening tonight. So thank
Thank you,
you.
Menaji. Yeah, thank you, Menaji. And yeah, any individual wants to talk to me, consult me, and be take my mentorship. I am very happy to help them, young people, because I would like to, what I learned from Kalam. I want to share. I want to transfer the know-how to younger people. Thank you, Menaji.
Thank you.